My name's Wes Wood, and welcome back to another episode of Old Wood Outdoors. Why do I need another crossbow? This afternoon I want to get into something I've been waiting a couple days on. It's still boxed up. Is my new Hickory Creek mini crossbow. Now, most of y'all know that I've got a Raven R26 and put a Burris scope on it and all that business. And why do I need another crossbow? Well, the Raven, it's a great crossbow, no doubt, but this mini is a whole different concept. It is a vertical crossbow, and it's going to be a lot easier to handle up in a tree, especially if I'm shooting out of a saddle, a tree saddle. With the Raven up in a tree saddle, I'm always worried about whether the limb of the crossbow itself is going to strike the tree, and of course that could crack the limbs or whatever. And the vertical crossbow, from what I've seen, is easier to handle up in a tree. Now, in a regular climbing tree stand, the Raven on the edge of a green field or whatever is certainly going to be the ticket. It's kind of like the difference. I've got a couple of rifles, three rifles that I use deer hunting. A 30-06. I've got a 6.5 Creedmoor, and I've got a 44 Magnum lever action. Well, the Raven R26 is akin to the Creedmoor. I mean, I feel comfortable shooting out to 60 yards with it, and in a green field or whatever. While the Hickory Creek Mini is going to be more like the 44 Magnum. Get in there tight, get in there in the woods, where you got 20 to 30 yard shots, and it's going to be a lot easier to handle and get on target quicker. So anyway, let's proceed to opening this thing up. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, looks like it comes well packed with plenty of bubble wrap. Here is the packed in plastic. Here's the main portion of the crossbow. I've got to put the limbs on it. Comes with a quiver. You saw the scope was already on the chassis of the thing. It comes with 3 arrows, and I ordered 9 extra so I'd have a complete dozen. Here are the limbs, and I will assemble that here pretty quickly. Oh yes, and instructions. So I'm going to take a few minutes to read these instructions, and I'll get back with you as I start, or as I assemble this. All right, so I unpacked everything, and I said it came with 3 arrows, but I bought some more. I'm going to leave the ones in reserve in the plastic pack. It did come with 3 field points, 100 grains. That's a broad, I shoot 100 grain broadhead, so that matches up good. Scope cover. There's the screw or the bolt that goes in to tighten the limbs onto the chassis, and I'll show doing that in just a minute. Okay, so to put this thing together, the scope's going to be on the right hand side, so we got to line up this hole here, simple as that. And then you take the screw, put it in, and it's got a flat place on that where I inserted it, so it's going to line it up correctly. This thing also has a bolt on the end up here sticking out of the chassis part, and I'm going to get a lock nut and put on here. I don't really have a lot of reason to take this thing apart every time. I know it's packable and all that, but I think for my purposes I'll be leaving it together all the time. The other thing I did was it says it came set at 125 pounds, and you can tighten down the limbs, which I already did with a 3/16 hex wrench, and tighten it down because I want the max, which is 150 pounds, so I'll get the velocity and everything. So it's all together, and feels good. Get it out and figure it out here in a minute and shoot it. Let me get a target out. Okay, so I got it on and shooting, and I mounted Tacticam on it as well. So let me cock this thing and shoot it one time. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do some sighting in. I did shoot it a couple times, and it's shooting a little bit high and to the right, to the left rather. Anyway, let me get it cocked. I may need to get a rope puller for this thing. It's pretty tough on your fingers, but we will get it cocked and shoot in just a minute. I may have to back off on it a little bit too. I tightened it all the way up, so I wanted to get the 150-pound draw weight. I can just barely get it on this cocking hook right here, so I may back it off another half a turn on each limb, and that'll probably be more than sufficient. Anyway, let's shoot the thing. Got one arrow left here. Two are already in the target. It's got a anti-dry fire mechanism. You have to push down and then push your arrow onto it, and so then lift up the cheek guard so you're guarded from the string. Looks like I forgot to put the safety back on. That's an important thing, so always remember to do that. Anyway, I'm not going to shoot in the same spot because I don't want to split an arrow. So let's see what it does. Again, high and to the left, so I'm going to have to do some adjustments. But anyway, this thing looks like it's going to be pretty good. And so I will keep on to getting it sighted in. Well, I'd say I got her sighted in at 10 yards. Yep, really can't do much better than that. I'm really gonna like this this Hickory Creek Mini. I didn't mention that the guy that makes them, name's Jerry Goff. He's a Mississippi guy like me. He lives down in South Mississippi. I'm originally from Natchez, but I'm impressed with this thing so far. A little bit wore out today, so I'm gonna this week after work I'll be shooting it. The other thing I want to do is get this get that bolt right there at the end. I want to get a nut for it and fix this thing to where I don't have to worry about that that knob coming loose, and get it fixed, because I don't ever see me using it as a takedown, but I could if I wanted to. But at any rate, this is one fine piece of gear, and I'm looking forward to shooting it at further distances. I'll do that later this week. Check y'all then. Okay, so I'm back with you guys. I've got to get this thing, this Mini dialed in. Today's the opening day of bow season. I want to be in a tree this afternoon. I don't know if I'll use the Mini or not, but before I go to camp, I wanted to get the Mini dialed in. I will use it sometime this weekend. One thing since I've talked to y'all is a couple things I've done. I have put a lock nut on the end down here so that it will stay super stable. The other thing is, the Mini has it comes with an adjustment knob, or tighten down knob, that goes into this hole right here, and I took it off and put a set screw in and tightened it down, so I've got kind of a permanent lockdown. I don't plan to break down the Mini at all while I'm doing hunting or anytime really, so it will remain in a fixed position. So anyway, let me get going on finishing up the sighting in. All right, I'm just checking it at 10 since I did some tightening and all that stuff on it. Then we'll get it on out to 20 and 30. So let me turn the Tacticam on. All right, it's good to go. Safety off. Shot a little high and to the left. It could be me, so I'm gonna shoot a few more times and then get back with y'all when I go to right. I think I got it dialed in at 20. We're gonna take a shot, one more shot and see, and then I'll shoot it at 30. Yeah. About got it dialed in. So anyway, move the target out to 30. All right, I believe I've got it dialed in at 30 as well. Just need to raise it up one hash mark on the in the scope. Anyway, one last shot, then get ready to go to the camp. Well, I shot way low on that one. I think it was me. I'll probably shoot a couple more times. Anyway, just about ready to call it good, but I better shoot it a time or two more. All right, let's give it another whirl at 30. Hopefully this is gonna be it. I imagine any variation is probably due to me. So anyway, let's see what we can do. You know, I forgot to put it on the second hash mark. Got to remember to do that at 30. So let's try it again. It shot in the center, but just low. You gotta remember to put it on that second hash mark. All right. That's a lot better. I'd say she's dialed in, and I just got to remember to put it on that second hash mark when it's out to 30. You know, use the old rangefinder and talk to yourself before you take the shot. Anyway, I got to shoot some broadheads out of it. I'll do that up at camp, but anyway, I think we're good to go. So maybe, you know, this is opening weekend. Maybe we'll get on some this week, but I tell you what, I think in the woods with this Mini is going to be a great combination. Y'all have a good hunting season coming up, and hopefully we'll get you some video shot and whatnot. Our first 10 days of deer hunting is bucks only, and so you know that makes for a little bit tougher hunt, but maybe we'll get lucky. It's supposed to blow 20 tomorrow and Sunday as well, so I don't know. But maybe we'll get lucky. I will shoot some video and try to get something good on tape. So hooty hoo, folks, and y'all have a great hunting season. Check with y'all later.